So when I'm going to do checkout here, so I have to pay entire amount, which is, which supposed to get paid without any discount factor here. But why after applying these schemes, then the discount is not coming? Because this scheme is applying, but that scheme is having the certain criteria. So I will come to that as well. First of all, we will we will have a simple invoice which is without the any discount, so that we can say checkout. And when we say checkout, this is payment form get open even from this particular button, that payment form will get open. And also if we just press enter key, so already the focus is already on the checkout button. So minimum users of the mouse can be will happen in while they are scanning and accepting the payments. So at that point of time, there are the total available. Also there is option for the cash given by the customer. So right now you can see this particular amount supposed to be paid by that particular customer, and customer can give us some amount like 2500 here. So in that case also you can see the cash was required is showing here, which is supposed to be paid by the customer. After that, whatever the excess cash customer have been given is showing here, so that while they're returning some cash to the customer, so no need to have different the calculation here. Need to do manual calculation for that. So whatever the cash they have to return it, it is showing here. One option is that again, if we say checkout, there is a button available for the exact cash. Instead of the customer is providing exact cash, so you just click once on the exact cash button. So the whatever the cash amount they have to, no need to type again the cash there. Again, now the cash related things got over, but definitely there can be a several other methods uh, which customer can pay the payments. So in that you can see the checkout when say press enter or click on the checkout button. So again there is an option available. Whatever the credit card we have been registered as a in the credit card itself, and by using the payment type we have been defined that we have defined that which the payment type should be is linked with the which credit card one is that, and it should be displayed in other yes or no. So kind of these setting, that is why we have four credit cards, but two are coming here and rest of the coming in this particular other tab, just because of payment times we have been configured with the linking the credit cards. So at even in this uh, particular credit card method, we can accept they can accept the payments. And definitely there can be the swipe machine, different swipe machines can be there of the different banks, so those can be there. So wherever they are accepting the payments, that can be you know select here. Next is that as and when we click here, so what are the payment amounts supposed to be paid will get immediately captured there. So minimum typing is required here. In case multiple mode of the payments are there, so definitely we have to put those amounts directly. And when we are saying that update this, so it is asking for the credit card authentication code, which is missing, because in setting again that is available. They they want to keep it this particular field as a authentication code as a mandatory. You can say that whatever the transaction is done by the machine, that particular transaction number can be maintained here. So to track the payments of that machine transactions, uh, so can be linked. So in that way also this method can be used. Next will be that the other payment. So for that also that uh, like auth code is you can keep mandatory or no need to do that. And in this case also you can say that if you want to type it, that also can do. So till the time the balance amount is not a zero, so system will not allow you to accept the payment here, or like till the time it will ask you to put the amount here. So if you can see here the paid amount, you can see here the 2000 and at 1003 amount yet to be paid in, and you are trying to check it out from here, so it won't allow you to check out. So as and when you can do this, go to 03. I am accepting the full amount with this particular payment type, and I can just say okay. And now if I click here, before that the balance is zero, so it will allow me to check out from here. So what will happen here when I say checkout? You can see here the PD in PDF itself, just one. So there was a setting available regarding the print automatically. The receipt should get print automatically. So based upon that, as and when I do checkout, so my receipt get printed right now in the PDF. My receipt has got printed here. So you can see here, based upon our receipt configurations, whatever the receipt we have been configured, based upon that, this receipt will get printed on directly attached printer. So in that you can see the item number, the item description, and the discount. So these are three like rows you can consider here. This is the first row which is defined here as item number, HSN, and the MRP you can see here. Another is that there is another row which is the description. You can see the description here, and there is a like there is another row for which the information is here, which is the discount, the retail selling price, what is the quantity, and what is the taxable amount, and what the tax code is applied here. Next is that similarly for the next item it is showing that, and subtotal for the quantity and the amount along with the taxes which are applying, and what is the net total of that particular invoices. Along with that, you can see the amount paid by the other payment method, okay, and how much amount is paid. In case any discounts was applied after, like in this particular invoice, will get captured as a total saving. And who is this salesperson? So there was a salesperson when we already the salesperson is linked here, so that got printed on this particular receipt test. And further these are the like the tax application according to the tax code and the percentage, so there is the information available. Few are the information which is like on the receipt as a static it is there, and merchandising can be exchanged within 10 days or whatever it is. So this can be like according to this setting, this get updated. And because there can be a limit to accept the return if this has been sold it out, and when the customer can give these he or she is allowed to return in how many days. So that terms and conditions is coming from the setting itself. There is an option available regarding the setting in how many days the customer can return this. So these are some of the like static information or the information is, and you can see here the one of the barcode which is like printed with the receipt. So this is the size quite bigger of the page, but this will get printed here just below to the receipt. And this what is this particular barcode is saying, because if any customer come back and want to return anything, that can be returned easily with the this particular barcode instead of typing anything else. So at the time of the return, this barcode can be scanned, and the return can be accepted back in store. So for that purpose, this barcode has been got printed here. And so as and when this can be a controlled, uh, what kind of the receipt you want. Apart from that, definitely you will be able to create a layout here, and that can be also deployed, and that also can be printed through this. So again, the predefined receipt format is there. Some of the customer don't want that format. They want the another formats or another something else. So the layout also can be created, and that can be printed, which is the standard, the way which we are using the SAP Beacon. So this way, the sales transaction can be happen in any store, and some of the validations and some of the information which is related to the payments that have been explained. There are few methods, uh, like few methods available for the, you can say, the payment acceptance. Okay. And so when we are accepting the payments, so what kind of setting we have? Because in setting itself, we had the option available here, is that the acceptance currency. So right now you can see, if I go here and I take another customer here, and if I scan any of the item here like 19, and I scan item number 20. So when I do this, so you can see here at the time of the checkout, this currency is coming as a INR currency, which is the default currency of my the database, which is the company currency, and we can say the local currency here. So if you because sometimes customers are dealing with the multiple currencies, so how that can be enabled? So to do that, what two settings are required here. One is that you can say you are having a dual currency. So that is, if you update this, you can see this particular UI. So it will give you this such kind of information. So this is particular the conversion here, which is coming. The secondary currency is this one USD, and according to that, what is like how much the customer have to pay in terms of the another currency, that can be set it up. This is the setting where the dual currency is available. Next is that there is another setting which you can apply is the multiple currency. So when you do this, and if you go here in the payment tab, you can see here the drop down has been listed here, and now you can select another currency also, or like this is for the multiple currency. So if customer is paying in euro, so that can be that is coming according to the exchange rate 21.24.21 they have to pay for this particular in as a exchange amount, and for the US dollar it is coming 26.22 according to the exchange rate. And definitely whatever the similar kind of the information which we are adding here for the local currency in a same manner, it will allow you to accept the cash or like card based payment here as well in the multiple currencies. So, further to that, how the currency will, will come here. That is also for that also one of the, like setting available in the financials and in currency itself. So, in whatever the currency you have, in that you have to suppose you have to mention it that you don't want or you want the currency enable in POS. So you want to enable this currency in POS. So right now I am just keeping for the euro and dollar as a yes, and other will remain as a no. So I can do this, and if I say payment here, now you can see only the two currency are coming here. So which current, because there can be a multiple currencies, and we want to restrict the currencies here, so that also can be done here. And whatever the currency customer is paying, that can be entered separately. So again, this will be come here in this way itself. So as and when you can update this and your balance got zero, then the paid amount will get updated and you can say checkout. So these are the settings available in the related to the multiple currency or dual currency. Yeah, and the exchange rate is coming from the table itself, which is exchange rate index. So whatever the exchange rate of the day, that can be entered in the standard exchange rate table.